Onto our Crime Watch. We are still talking about the trial of Negasi Zuberi in Medford today, day 2 of that trial.
Day 2, and the 30-year-old Klamath Falls man faces federal criminal charges that include 2 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of transportation for criminal sexual activity, 4 counts of felon possessing weapons or ammunition, and attempted escape. He's accused of kidnapping a Seattle woman and holding her captive in a homemade cinder block cell at his Klamath Falls home. And today she testified that she was so scared and trapped in captivity that she bit off her fingernails to escape.
Newswatch 12 was once again in federal court today when the first testimony in Zuberi's trial started, with a woman identified as one of his kidnapping victims.
Newswatch 12's Jerry Howard was in court tracking this case for us, starting with its first witness. Jerry, what did jurors hear from in court today?
Yeah, Haley, Tim, 30-year-old Negasi Zuberi, along with his judge and jury, watched and heard testimony from a woman the U.S. Attorney's Office says is one of his kidnapping victims. For now, we are shielding her identity as a sex crime victim as well. Sex is a starting point for the case prosecution, which says Zuberi kidnapped the woman from Seattle and drove her to Klamath Falls to hold her captive in a cinder block cell he'd built in his garage. It says he wanted to have power, control, and sexual dominance over women. His trial's first witness acknowledged she was a prostitute July 14th, 2023, a night and next morning she says started in Seattle and ended in Klamath Falls. She told the court that after she provided sex for Zuberi in a Seattle alley, he falsely presented himself as a police officer throughout an overnight drive to Klamath Falls. She said as he used a taser to put her in handcuffs and leg irons in the back compartment of his car, he said he was a police officer in a sting operation that was watching her as a target and said, quote, "We've been watching you all along," end quote. The woman said Zuberi said he'd let her go once he took her to a secure location, and that he had a device that shuts off cell phones, after asking if she'd noticed her phone wasn't working. She said she was, quote, "scared. I can't believe this is happening. I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to get out of the car," end quote. The woman testified she did not think he was a police officer, though, quote, "he seemed strangely friendly, like he was trying to make me feel comfortable. Yet, as the drive lingered, I started kind of freaking out, like, where are you taking me?" End quote. She says Zuberi denied her repeated request to be let out of the car, as nobody but them knew where she was. In case investigators say this witness is the kidnapping victim who escaped Zuberi's Klamath Falls home by using her bare hands to beat an opening through a mesh of a steel frame door of that cinder block cell. And that was during her first day of captivity there. She said today she took Zuberi's handgun from his vehicle during her escape. That led to a passerby helping her contact Klamath County Sheriff's Office. Police in Reno, Nevada later arrested Zuberi there after a police standoff in a parking lot. Now, the woman who testified today as the first witness in Zuberi's federal trial said she still has medical and recovery issues from the traumatic experience.